many days have I spent trying to remember the sound of my mother's voice saying my name. Wandering through the rubble of all this baggage that litters the floors of this house like trash at the dump, and I dodge all the ghosts of what my life used to be. These claustrophobic, empty halls act as ubiquitous reminders that my life, it's not my life anymore. I'm not that girl anymore. And creaking floorboards tell me that I wasn't ever hurt in the first place. I never really had a chance, but home is this anxiety expanding my ribcage. It's the soot filling my lungs and the mold and asbestos infiltrating my bloodstream. And I've been trying to forget why it all feels so familiar.
Hey, Tom.
How are you?
Good.
What's this?
According to my files, you haven't paid rent in 4 months.
What is this?
Here.
What are you doing
Here's
here?
an eviction notice. You have 2 weeks to pack up your things and get out of here.
What the hell is this? Get off of the property! You have no business here!
Come on. I'm standing right here.
What the hell is this? You told me you paid the rent. Eviction
I'm
notice?
a little behind.
A little? Eviction? Really?
Yeah, I figured what you don't know won't hurt you.
You're pathetic. What do you want us to be out on the street? You're a laugh. Sorry,
You pay him. You pay him.
oh, that's it, right? Just throw him at me. That's a good way. Good way to get them paid. I swear to God.
Put him in the goddamn recycle bin. You think I give a shit about these bills right now? Let him turn off the goddamn gas and electric.
Well, they're putting enough damn cost to it. And then what? Then what are you going to do when we don't have any electricity? Or any water? Or any beer? What are you going to do then when the bottle's dry?
I think I could forgive you if you felt a little guilty, if your eyes were hollowed out with deep clues beneath them for my name to take shelter someplace safer than where it was my entire life, clenched between your
You're not going to do
teeth.
it ever!
I know I lived in your brain, jumping synapse to synapse, turning gray matter black, taking rides down your spine that made your hair stand on end and your skin turn mountainous. Sometimes I think you saw me, late at night when you've had one too many and I'm tucking you in. Did your eyes grow wide in terror because you don't want to hurt me anymore? Or because you felt me fiddling with your nerves? Most of the time, I don't even think you recognize me anymore. Do you think about my smile? I often wonder if you heard my laughter in your dreams. Is that why you woke up in a sweat? I have so many questions for you, but you look right through me like I'm not even there. Do you regret it? Do you regret me? I wonder if the school photo from my missing flyer would live in your shadow, haunting you, following you around like stray cats. You were forced to meet my eye whenever you left to get more liquor, with my grin singing the melody of every mistake you ever made and could never take back. How did that drink taste? I used to hate you, I think I still might if I could sift through all the regret wrapped around my voice. I used to have a future, before all my atoms were reduced to a trembling, filthy kind of fear that consumed me. It ate me alive. You made me less than myself, less than everything I never got the chance to be, and I don't have to worry about the future now. I used to love to dream about the future I wasn't lucky enough to have. But don't worry, I don't dream anymore. I don't even know the girl they all went looking for. She didn't exist, I'm sure. Nice, clean, freshly washed blonde hair, new clothes. The most amazing thing was that smile, and a Cheshire smile it was. I wore it proudly as if it were my own, but it was about as real as the one plastered on any one of my many dolls. How could an imaginary girl be missing? She didn't wear long sleeves even in this humid city heat to hide behind the mask of her yearbook picture. The girl who had everything. The girl who was nothing inside a house that felt more like a falling deck of cards than a home. I met a boy once, before. A boy who held my hand and kissed my mouth, and we hid beneath his comforter and pretended to be something together.
Well, look who came out to play. Did somebody make their way out of the bedroom? Do you have anything to say for yourself? You want to lie rotting, stinking in the earth? With her?
You were right. She was bad. God wanted her to life. She expected too much from us.
Are you finally coming to your fucking senses?
It has to be this way. She was a bad girl. This is God's plan. And this is the way it has to be.
I'm glad you see it like that. You know, since you're drinking my beer, why don't you go fetch me one right now?
Okay.
I sure do fucking need it right now. Okay?
You know what? You've had a long, hard day. Why don't you go relax? And I'll bring it to you. Okay?
And in the comfort of that darkness, he breathed in my air and told me I was beautiful. He stole the breath from my lungs and gave me life again with hands that wrote symphonies along my rib cage. He writes me poems still and whispers them through the cracks of this crumbling old house to a girl that he never knew existed. He told me once that we're not bodies inhabiting souls, but that we're souls leasing bodies for our time here. And I didn't understand it then, but he was like that. He just understood things he was never meant to know anything about. And I never knew what I was doing on this planet. I never held any purpose in my hands because they were always overflowing with the backlash of your rage. When I wasn't living lifelessly behind unfocused eyes, I felt fear. A touch for a cringe. That was the trade-off. It's strange knowing that it's all different now. We have visions of what life would be like after high school, after college, after moving out and getting all of the childhood traumas that plague our minds. I saw myself at graduation. I saw myself getting married. I saw myself at Christmas and Thanksgiving, surrounded by people who smiled when I came in the room and they hugged me before I left. I saw myself comfortable in my own skin, and it is strange knowing that I'll never get there, that I'll never have that here. And all I wanted was to change someone's life one day. I have, I suppose. I'll forever be known as the girl who went missing our junior year, an abrupt end to something that was only just beginning. And you've ensured that he will always remember my name. At least you allowed me that much. A home in his mouth when he says my name at night alone in his bedroom, when he flips through his old high school yearbook and stumbles over the sight of me. Tucked in between the cover page and the fond farewells, there's a message missing. And he'll be reminded in Times New Roman size 12 font. He will whisper kind words through heart-wrenching sobs and flooded eyes. His breath will leave him the same way it did when I showed him what you did to me. And he'll breathe my name like the prayer that it was when we were kids. And after all the drama and minimal heartache, we will all fade into the background. His whispers in the wind.